Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Poland Stronk campaign in Europa Universalis IV. So we've attacked revolutionary France because we can, for reasons and things, and we're going to put some leaders in charge. We're going to go kill their entire army because that is going to be just the thing to do. This is mountain. I don't think we should probably attack them in the mountains, though, don't you think? Let's just move into their land a little bit. Start the process of aggressively sieging things and stuff. Apparently, they've full occupied England. That's not very nice of them. They do have 45 heavies there. Ooh, wow. I hadn't even considered that they might actually have a navy. Well, I guess you're going to try to go there, and you guys are going to go to Holland. Where's the rest of our fleet? We have 44 heavies. Knowing France, they're probably going to have a damn leader. Yep, we got a 4-1 leader in there. Well, let's bring our ships around up to Foito as well and see if we can combine them in. We'll win the land battle, I think. But are you going to bring in your allies? Papal State, yep. Okay, so we're waiting like a day, 1 day, and now the Papal State have joined. Let's pounce on them. And, yeah, I think we'll bring this army around as well. So basically, achievements are cool. Achievements are good. 9th. We're going to be gone by the 8th. That's plains. Yep, we don't want to fight them in the plains with a smaller army. But, yeah, achievements are good. I think what I'm going to do, and some people might dislike this, but this series has gone on for a very, very long time. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to win this war against revolutionary France, and then I'm just going to play the game out single player to the end of the game and get the just get the achievement. I mean, after all this time, I do want to get the achievement, but I don't know. I don't really think people want to watch it, and I don't really care to record all of it. It's just it's just a lot of work for not much benefit. So okay, 69 stack versus a 39 stack. Of course, we are Poland. We took the policies again, so we've got siege ability, infantry combat ability. Are there any other things we can pick up that'll make us even more stupidly powerful? What are we at right now? 40, 53, and 10% combat strength. It's pretty good. Those papacy troops did not stand a chance. Looks like the French were coming to reinforce. Supply limit here is very high, so let's just park the whole thing in there. And if France comes nearby, we'll kill it. In the meantime, you're moving here, which is forest. If we were to move there, we would be there after you. If we were to force march, we could be there still after you. Let's gauge their strength just by seeing if they stop. Oh, actually, it was only 1 day. Oh, they have no leader. 22nd. Oh, we're definitely going to take that fight then. Absolutely. That'll actually be like the end of the French army. Okay, now the French are going to move into Cuneo, which is mountains with a 40 stack. Alright, we'll bring some reinforcements over, but I don't expect we're going to need them. And it looks like since we're about to wipe out their army in like every single spot, our 4-4 against the 0-0, effectively a 3-3, is going to probably annihilate them. Meanwhile, our 6-4 against a 3-4, or sorry, their 6-4 minus 3, effectively a 3-1 against our 3-4. Narrow combat with really good combat ability. They do have a lot better army composition, though. They got way more artillery than I do. So it's a good thing we're reinforcing. We'll even reinforce a bit more. And I suppose we should probably reinforce this fight, too. If we can even... No, it looks like we're not going to need to. Not going to need to. We're going to park like 10 stacks everywhere. Papal State's trying to reinforce. Oh wow, we actually did lose that fight because of the papal reinforcements and the fact that my reinforcements didn't get there in time. Okay, I guess we're going to retreat back to Wien. May be a bit premature then to try to spread out everywhere with the 68 stack there. Let's have a 30 and a 20 stack in the mountains. These guys I think are okay. These guys should be alright to spread out. Oh, they have naval superiority. They got a boat back. Okay, yeah, we're I have a tendency to do this. I do. To spread out way too early. Supply limit's pretty good in most of these provinces, so you know what? Forget it. You go there. You go there as well. We'll just take the fights a little bit as they come. Let's not worry about starting these sieges then. Let's just march to Parma. Have you guys head to Wallace? Why don't you hang out in that province? See what we can do. Yeah, we're gonna have a few more really good combat bits. Let's see if we can grab a leader. Put him there. You're moving in on that. Okay. That'll be totally fine because we've got plenty of reinforcements nearby. I cannot combine these armies for some reason. Probably because what? One is mothballed. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're going to stack wipe a couple armies, and then we'll get to the point where we can actually siege them down. I just want to win this war against France. They are the only person... Oh, we did pass France in score, just like in the last couple seconds. Somewhere in there it happened. Which is good. Yeah, we're going to win that fight. And we need to kill that army. Waiting on this 17. Pineo has a supply limit of 61. Looks like we're going to have to march along the coast. And then even so, we're going to suffer attrition in Nice. Thank goodness, nope, France does have fully defensive and prepared defense. What bastards. Alright, we'll suffer some attrition marching through there, but we got to get to these armies. French lost way more in that fight than we did. Fortunately, we have 1.55 million manpower. So, as long as we don't suffer so much attrition that we can't recover the troops before combat, I think we'll be okay. Languedoc would be a really good province for us to fight in. Although I'd like to make sure we get that tick of recovery since we do have quite a few damaged units. We need more artillery, I think. The army composition is it's very infantry heavy, which is good for carpet sieges but bad for actual direct engagement. I'm torn. Like I feel like I'm almost strong enough right now that I could spread out on everything, but no, we got to stack wipe a few more things. So if we engage this, he's got a 6-4 leader. 6-4 leader's leaving on the 6th. We'll be there on the 6th. Why don't we actually restart the command and see if we can fight him without his leader? 80 versus 33 without a leader would significantly improve our chances of winning, I think. And as long as we have this army strong enough that it can withstand some attacks. We just started that siege. Just started that siege. Don't care about that siege. Just fall in on it. That one's already got 2 siege progress. 15th. That's really soon. Well, this fight's gonna go decidedly well. Battle of Provence. Oh, they actually attacked me. Right. 22nd, 24th. Well. I hate how you cannot... This is one of my minor frustrations with the game. It really drives me nuts. If you have the army selected in there in siege mode, there's no way to engage forced march. In order to engage forced march, you've got to select army and then press it. An easier way to select the army is to click on a province, but if they're in motion, you can't enable forced march. So they have to be stationary, but if they're stationary, it wants to go back to the damn siege view. It's like, just let us freaking turn it on and off. While it's stupid. 22nd, 22nd. There's a chance we can catch that army. I'd like to do that. And they've stopped. Good. Okay, yes. Kill that whole army. Stack wiped. That army's going to win easily. And I think we will... Here's what we're actually going to do. They're going to reinforce on the 30th. I think what we're going to do here is a little bit of trickery. We don't want to win this fight, because we want to stack wipe. So we're going to wait until that army reinforces. We are totally out of morale. But now what we're going to do is we're going to just let them shatter. Preferably both armies. So we're going to intentionally lose that fight. But now that Papal State army is there with no morale. And this one, even though they did just get a tick of morale, would have been better on the first or something. But now we can come in with the hammer and smash the anvil. Or whatever you call it. So we intentionally lost a fight so that we can win a bigger fight. Is the hope. Would have been better if the French army actually hadn't reinforced, because then they would have just had really low morale, but even so, I don't know. Didn't really work out exactly the way I wanted. We need to do some merging. Need to prevent them from merging troops. So we're going to start to create some lines and stuff. We also need to siege their capital down, which is the actual war goal. So I've never actually... I mean, this is the first time I've ever played with this, this Crush the Revolution CB. Kind of different. Kind of interesting. Shows you how often I get to the end of the game, right? Supply limit there is sufficient. This army can come back now. French have quite a few here. If we were to engage that army in the mountains, that'd be kind of silly. On the other hand, waiting on sieges seems quite silly as well. Let's just go to Lombardia, which has an absolutely massive supply limit. One of the highest base tax provinces in the game. Not quite as high as like Ile-de-France or Constantinople, but I mean, come on, 16 base tax is really, really good. We got 94 stack ready to go. We will consolidate regiments and then go fight this thing in the plains of Liguria. Meanwhile, we've got armies kind of spread out in lines to try to prevent formations. Killing this thing would be great. I'm going to just ignore the siege, and we're just going to move to there. If we need to start sieges over, I think it'd be okay. I think we'll be just fine. Let's have you go there, then to there. So consolidated, we only have 6 artillery though. But this is a really, I mean, why am I so freaking infantry heavy? Look at this, just massive back row of infantry. We're still gonna win, but we would have won much, much better if we didn't have so much freaking infantry. Wow. I am amazed. I think maybe what I was doing in the previous like video or something was like training up a ton of artillery for sieges or something, but I want to go back to my my legios with tons of artillery in every army, because those guys are awesome. I think all of these are shattering, aren't they? Or is that 23? Nope, that 23 stack is there and ready to go. Okay, kill it. Again, we have way too much infantry. But hey, we're basically Russia. We have so much manpower that we are essentially Russia. Okay. Can do some conversion. We might as well. I think I'm going to need to train up some more artillery. Alright, so we're going to go back to the Polish killer stack with more artillery. 10 in the front, 6 in the back. Where do we train troops again? I forget, in this campaign. Wherever we have treasuries, which is in Bosnia. So Polish killer stack, Bosnia, go. It's only 10 troops. We'll build, actually it's not, it's a weird number, it's 16. I guess we'll build 4 batches of it. I much prefer the 20 stacks I used to build. Tick of recovery couldn't hurt. One thing we could do is, even though we are... Yeah, we'll raise war taxes. It's a big difference with all this reinforcement. I think I'm going to reform. I like spreading out because it prevents them from training troops and it also like loots the provinces and stuff, but again, we're still too early, I think, to be really like trying to take everything. There's too many big armies wandering around. If I can get in like a 40 stack right here, I could probably kill a bunch of these armies outright. Because they're in my territory, it's plains, they have no leader. This army actually has a fair bit of artillery as well, which is great. This isn't necessarily good. Damn lack of artillery. Well, there is one stack wipe done there. We're not going to have a chance to reinforce. We'll consolidate. This army is going to shatter at this point, but I'd rather that it doesn't take any more damage. France, why are you trying to breach my walls? What are you thinking? It's not going to happen, man. 20,000 artillery just got killed. See, that is what we need. We can kill the French artillery, which takes a lot of money and a lot of time to build. We'll be looking pretty good. Another 14 regiments killed, 12,000 artillery. I'm guessing they've got a bunch of artillery or something nearby here as well. Meanwhile, my morale has been beaten to death, but doesn't matter because we've got a larger army here. We will go to Provence, which is hills, just to block off this path of them reinforcing and stuff. Baud is also acceptable. I think a 10 stack is pretty safe. Alright, what do you say we let these guys actually get a little bit of morale? Maybe just like a little bit. We'll give them a month or 2 off. Okay, well, yeah, you're just gonna retreat to there? Okay, why don't you come back to Treviso, and eventually we'll have you fight the papacy again. And, yeah, we're at 0% war score. If we were to take the Ile-de-France, we would actually be ahead. They are doing some blockading. We do have more heavies than they do. You know what we could do is, I wouldn't mind hiring an admiral. 3-3, he's amazing. Go win. P4 transports. What would be nice is if I could get my transports, or my light ships, to come join. My lights versus his lights, I think we'll win. He'll probably actually hide. But we have more heavies. Way better morale. Which I assume works the same as land combat. We have more morale, so we do more morale damage. I think. I'm not actually sure. Why are we in speed 2? How'd that happen? Yeah, he didn't want to fight mine. He hit his light fleet as my light fleet came out. So if my light fleet can rejoin this battle, we will definitely win this fight. Hands down. Excellent. Take back control of the seas. We've lost a few heavies. We're starting to see some sieges finish. Look at that. The mountains of Brescia actually have an 81 supply limit. It's amazing. Pretty damn good fight. Okay, we'll go in here and see if we can repair. Too bad we can't make it before the end of the month. We'll let them repair for a couple months, then we'll go sweep the ocean again. And we do want adaptability. I think that's the last idea I'm going to take. Even though we do need to get a couple more technology levels. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.